Good evening. I'm here on behalf of the Finance and Stewardship Committee to talk about the vitally important stewardship campaign that is underway. Every year in the fall, LPC conducts a stewardship campaign. This is a time to highlight the financial aspects of church membership, that giving is something members do year-round for largely two reasons. First, to show gratitude for all that God has given us. And second, in recognition of the fact that the continued existence of any church depends on the ongoing contributions of its members. The elders have begun the budgeting process for 2023. The pledge campaign is how they know the parameters of that budget. Two elders have shared with you why they joyfully give to LPC. On October 23rd, we heard from Jennifer Sweeney. And on October 30th, from Paul Ritzema. If you missed either of those, I encourage you to check out the YouTube channel. In this past week, you should have gotten a stewardship mailing with a letter, a budget, and a pledge card. If any of this is new to you, or you have any questions, please speak to me or one of the currently serving elders whose names are listed in the bulletin each Sunday. Our stewardship theme this fall is sharing the inheritance, with a verse from Colossians 1, which is printed in the bulletin. Let's read it aloud together. May you be made strong with all the strength that comes from his glorious power, so that you may have all endurance and patience, joyfully giving thanks to God, who has called us to share in the inheritance of the saints in the light. As we come to the end of a third year of significant transition, we are grateful for the many gifts we have been blessed to receive and continue to share with one another. Even as we face challenges, we demonstrate our determination to carry out our work as the body of Christ. Our many dedicated and energetic volunteers give so much to support worship, hospitality, education, pastoral care, outreach, and service. We continue to look with hope to the future as we prepare for our next called pastor and give thanks for the steady and passionate leadership of our interim pastors. We are a strong and resilient family of faith. We have withstood the challenges before us. We continue to build upon our commitment to our faith and to Leesburg Presbyterian Church. Even as we give thanks for the strength of our community of faith, we must fully embrace the challenge of preparing a strong financial foundation for this next period of transition. It's critical that we give joyfully as a commitment to maintaining our strength. In our next phase, we will welcome a newly called pastor and must provide the resources necessary to maintain our ministries to our children, youth, and adults, our efforts to aid communities in need, the preservation and enhancement of our beautiful buildings and grounds, and a strong church staff. Over the last two very challenging years, our total pledge commitments have declined by nearly 15%. That is over $60,000 less in giving per year. While Session has been able to manage our budget by lowering expenses and operating at less than full staff capacity, we cannot continue to do so. We expect that our expenses may increase by at least $10,000 over last year's plan. This means that we likely will need to draw from our limited reserve funds to address a projected $25,000 operating revenue shortfall. We also expect to draw on reserves to fund our pastor search and transition expenses. Increasing our pledge income is critical to providing for our staffing needs and positioning us to be ready to call our next pastor. Beginning next week during Commitment Sunday, we again have an opportunity to respond to God's call by pledging our ongoing commitment to the life and work of the church. We ask that you prayerfully consider an increase in your pledge of at least 10% from last year. This will help us begin to restore our revenues to pre-pandemic levels. Recently, we mailed a stewardship letter and pledge card to you. The narrative budget provides more detail on where our money goes, how it supports the ministries in which we are engaged. Please fill out your pledge card and bring it next Sunday to place in the offering plate. You may also use the online pledge form in our website. The link is included in the letter and in LPC Connect. As we contemplate our commitment to LPC during this stewardship season, I hope we can all reflect on our shared inheritance and the importance of giving joyfully. Thank you for your dedication to Leesburg Presbyterian Church.